Hey, what is up, people? What is up? What is up? Quite a lot to talk about before the big day tomorrow. I am very much looking forward to tomorrow, but I haven't got my hopes up, which is important and it's a good thing. So I want to talk about my hopes for the trailer tomorrow. I want to hear your thoughts on what your expectations are for the trailer tomorrow as well, and what your hopes and also your I like to say minimum requirement for tomorrow. We're also going to talk about the Dark Priest. What's up, Keenan? Ube, the GOAT. Welcome, man. Welcome. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I appreciate all the likes. But the reason why I want to talk about the Dark Priest is because we can't be naive. We can't be negligent and just pretend like Mileena didn't die in MKX, right? It happened. She died. She's dead. This person did it, right? This person did it. Cool. So since she's dead, Niagara Falls. Oh, nice. I appreciate the love, man. Since she's dead, we need to think about who brings her back from the dead, right? So there's like a few options. There was the scenario where I spoke about Shang Tsung. Hold on, where is... Okay, would be here. Shang Tsung reviving her in order to take over Chaos Realm. I spoke about that in one of my last videos, right? A next case scenario would be they bring her back from a different timeline. That's another case scenario. And this is all if she even does get included in tomorrow's trailer, right? And another scenario that I thought of was if she was to come back, she's definitely gonna align herself with Sindel and Shao Kahn, right? So, would Shao Kahn's the Dark Priest be the one that brings her back? I don't know. It's possible. It's they have, because I'm just thinking from NRS's perspective. They have to bring, since they're bringing her back, how do they literally bring her back, like from the dead kind of thing? I think when Mileena comes, she is from a different timeline. I can't play MK11 because my PS4 is not taking disc. I hate when that happens. What you gotta do is just wipe the disc down, and it usually works when you do that, when you wipe the disc down. So it seems as though the timeline scenario is most likely. If that's the case, that is the timeline scenario. Would you agree that
Kitana, Devora, Jade, the Hourglass?
But I think, to be honest, Mileena don't come in MK11 like rain. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. A lot of people were saying before, earlier on in this game's life cycle, that Mileena's not gonna come back because of moves like this. Now, this isn't Mileena's move. this is Mileena's move, right? But who cares? Because Noob Saibot has a slide. Sub-Zero's got a slide. It's pretty much the same. There's other characters that have similar things that are the same. This is a Mileena move as well. I would say that. But anyway, would you agree that this stage is where the Tarkatan from the trailer was running? Would is this the stage? Is this the place that the Tarkatan was running? Because if the Tarkatan was running in this stage, but yeah, if the Tarkatan was running in this stage, then that could lead to the Hourglass being involved in going back in time to get Rain or whoever else like Mileena from a different timeline. Sure, but a slide is a universal attack. Yeah, I agree. But why can't this dive kick be universal as well? Since they're both twins as well, let's not forget. Like, I can think of other moves that are like similar as well. But when you really break it down, she doesn't have that many moves. That is Mileena's. She's just got moves that are Mileena-esque because of this stance. Because of this stance is the reason why. She has some moves like Mileena's never thrown her sai up in the air like that before, ever. Mileena throws her sai directly towards you or to your feet on the ground. So yeah, but it's possible that this stage, this area is where the Tarkatan from the trailer was running, or it could be the living forest that the Tarkatan was running in. Because if you remember way back in the game's early few months, there was rumors that the crypt will be expanded. The crypt will be expanded to have the living forest. So maybe that might come back around. It's possible. Sure, but Mileena's is a direct point of Mileena attack. I want to see Mileena, but not really hope for it. I'm just trying to think of other characters that have the same kind of move. If that's the case, then how would Rain have a chance of getting in this game if Shang Tsung has Rain's move? Right? Shang Tsung has Rain's move. Look, super kit. So personally, I don't really think it matters that Shang has his move or anything, but a lot of people in the early part of this game's life cycle were saying, oh, this person's got this person's move, so they're not going to be in the game. Phasing Spirit, what's up, man? Oh my god, what if Mileena lost all of her sanity and she's killing everyone she sees, including mainly the ones who betrayed her, and she giving DeVore what she really needs? The thing is, Mileena has some sanity, but she is still although she has some sanity, she's still psychotic. It's very similar to Harley Quinn. Mileena is very similar to Harley Quinn. I think everyone expects her to come back and to get revenge directly on Devora, when in all honesty she should be getting revenge on Kotal Khan, because Kotal Khan told Devora to do it. This is the person that Mileena should be after, right? This is the person she should be after. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is what could turn out to be the case, but I don't know. And that's the point. I don't think that Rain Smoke Mac will come back. So what do you think is going to happen tomorrow in the like who do you think is going to be introduced in the trailer, if anyone is to be introduced in the trailer? Because I'm gonna say what my dream case scenario is, my expectations is, my least favorite scenario, and the worst case scenario of what's gonna happen tomorrow. And I will be streaming it live tomorrow on Twitch. So if you are not following me on Twitch, my Twitch is in the description, and it is also in the chat. Now, this is me, and I want you guys to say your best case scenario, worst case scenario, expected scenario, right? For me, my dream case scenario, right? This is the dream case scenario tomorrow. The Tarkatan is running through that stage, the hourglass stage, and somehow they somehow affect the hourglass, which brings back Mileena, Rain, and they just get introduced. They're confused as to what's going on, and there's gonna be a guest character. I'll just say John Wick, right, and Rambo, okay, and Smoke, right, cool. No, I'll take Smoke away. Reptile. So that's the 5 characters. On top of that, they also announced at the end of the trailer that there's a PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X enhanced version of the game, which will be a free download next month, alongside whichever character they introduce, right? That's my dream scenario for tomorrow. I don't think it will happen, but that's my dream scenario. Like, it's the dream scenario. Expected scenario would be they expanded upon the story of Aftermath, so that's why they're showing a cinematic trailer to the expansion of the story. Rambo gets introduced because he's chasing the Tarkatan. Who else? I think out of Rain, Mileena, and Reptile, one of them. Do you know what? I will say this: out of one of those 3, one of them has to be in this. I can't see them not including one, because each time they introduce characters in the game as part of DLC, there will be like a couple classic characters. So I'll say I feel to say Reptile. It's such a bold prediction, but for Reptile to be in the game tomorrow, to be in the trailer tomorrow, they learned their lessons on not having the OGs in MK11, so I'm sure tomorrow we might be satisfied. How do you know if they learned their lesson? Like, how do we know this? My dream scenario is Mileena, Smoke, Mac, Rain, and Ghostface. Now that I think about it, what happened to Ermac again? I'm thinking, what happened to him? I forgot now. I don't think he died. Yes, Reptile. And the worst case is like Robocop that no one asked for. So would you say the worst case scenario would be Rambo then? Because no one's asked for Rambo. No one has asked for Rambo. Um, but yeah, that would be my expected scenario. Rambo. Um, they can't ignore the fact that people have been asking for Mileena, Rain, and Reptile. They can't ignore it. So one of them is gonna be in. I haven't been hearing too much people ask for Ermac, although there is some people that would like Ermac to be in the game, but their voices aren't as loud as the Mileena and Rain fan base. And after that would be Reptile. So I expect one of them along with Rambo, but then there's going to be another guest character. Do you know what? This is my bold prediction. I have no idea why they're including Rambo. Like, if they are including Rambo. But listen, this is my bold prediction. My bold prediction is they include someone from Game of Thrones. That is my bold prediction. And the reason I say that is because I said if they're to add a guest character in Combat Pack 1, ideally, or not ideally, but it would be awesome if it was someone from Game of Thrones, because Game of Thrones was just popping and everything like that. And then what did they go and do? They gave Sub-Zero the White Walker outfit. I don't. So that makes me think there's a chance maybe one of the guest characters is from Game of Thrones, like, because it's not just Rambo. Rambo's not the only guest character. They're gonna, if it's 5 people like Combat Pack 1, then it's gonna be 3. Is it 3 guest characters? No, 2 guest characters and 3 classic characters. So yeah, that's my bold prediction. It'll be a character from Game of Thrones and Rambo. Some people are saying Scarecrow. I just don't see it. I don't see it. Why Rambo, bro? Exactly. They're gonna get hate for not adding Mileena, Reptile, or Ermac. They get hate anyway. They get hate anyway, which is why in some of my videos I always give them praise, because the amount of hate they get is actually unjustified. I feel it's really unjustified, because this game is a great product. It's a great game and everything. But I think that's my expected scenario. I think that'll be my expected scenario. The worst case scenario would be Rambo, another guest character that no one has asked for. Another skin for Devora. If Ermac is in the game, I kind of wouldn't care. But this is my worst case scenario. So would Ermac be... I'm trying to think. Maybe Striker. If they added Striker, although I don't mind Striker, but this game has too many characters with guns. There's too much characters with guns in this game, so Striker wouldn't be no different. He will definitely have a gun. And if you remember from data mines months ago, there was some data mine about Striker, and maybe he'll either be included in the game or he'll be a part of the game as part of the towers or the Combat League policing things or something. So there's that. But there's too much people with guns. Like you got Joker, he's got a gun. Cassie's got a gun. Jax has a gun. Spawn has a gun. Kano doesn't have a gun. Robocop has a gun. Aaron Black's got a gun. Terminator's got a gun. Yeah, and that's it. There's just too many people with guns in this game, I feel. Yes, we need an OG character. Yeah, we'll get an OG character. I don't think they will not add an OG character. They'll definitely add an OG character. and this is just based upon their track record and stuff. Um, my expected scenario is that the Tarkatan is running in a living forest. Yeah, I'll just talk about that. And he's running from Ashra, and she's killing all Tarkatans to finish her quest. Then we see a corrupted version of Rain. Oh, that's an interesting take. The only thing with Tarkatans is they don't run from combat. They don't run from combat. They do have beef with Oshtex, but I don't think they're beefing anymore, based on how the lore is going with the story and stuff. Yeah, that room was Combat Pack 1 with Striker, and then it just faded away. And this is what tends to happen. It was just like with Shiva. There was rumors that Shiva and or Sector will be added, and then it faded away. And then lo and behold, we got Shiva along with RoboCop. The Rain kills the Tarkatan. Then Rain and Ashra fight. I don't know after that. The thing is, Rain doesn't have beef with Tarkatans because of his alliance with Mileena. It would have to. He would have to. He have to have been corrupt in some way. But the thing is, I'm trying to remember what happened to Rain in MKX at the very end. I think he just escaped. He just got away, just like Tanya. That's another thing. If they added Tanya to the game, do you know what? That's never gonna happen. That's a part of my dream scenario. If they added Tanya as well, but I don't think that's ever gonna happen. There's never been a Mortal Kombat game except for one that has Jade and Tanya in the same game. It's never happened. That would be amazing if it did. And there's no way they're gonna add 3 Adinians in this combat pack. There's no way. There'll be one. It won't be Tanya, Mileena, and Rain. I think it's gonna be one. I don't think it'll be. It won't be 2. It'll just be too many. You also got to keep in mind. That actually, let me go into an intro with Baraka, which was quite interesting. What he has an intro with Cabal. I think people kind of overlooked it because they didn't actually envision it or see it being the case.
Cabal.
Don't see why I did that, but anyway.
The Hourglass.
Yeah, there's definitely. It's gonna be very exciting. I've got all my snacks ready for tomorrow. I will be streaming it live on Twitch. Now listen carefully.
You're no faster than a Tarkatan.
Put your money where that big mouth is.
I'll put my blades in yours.
Round 1.
So, Baraka's actually. Baraka there is actually saying Cabal isn't faster than a Tarkatan, but I think people never thought, what's he talking about? There's no way Baraka's as fast as Cabal. But in that trailer, you see that Tarkatan running real fast. So that's a Easter egg, I guess. Or it go like this: Tarkatan runs in the forest, and his head will be cut off, and we see Shrek. Shrek, yeah, and that could be Rico. Could be Rico. Matter of fact, let me Google where Rico's from. I forgot where he's actually from. Mortal Kombat Rico. Because I remember him from MK4. No one's. I don't think anyone has even mentioned that it could that Rico could be a possibility. Okay, he's from Outworld. He's from Outworld. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Do you know what? Do you guys think it's possible Rico could be in tomorrow? If Tanya's ending in MKX was canon, then Rain is dead, and someone resurrected him as a revenant. Yeah, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Rain didn't have an ending, but I saw him in an ending, and it's Tanya's ending. Yeah, because Tanya kind of snaked him, and that's when he was like, I think he was burning or something in a fire. Quan Chi and someone is bringing these characters back to defeat Quan Chi and Revenant Rain, or it is Ms. Puff. Ms. Puff. The thing is, I have a feeling NRS don't want to keep going and reverting back to Quan Chi to bring back people and to, you know, basically take away the fact that if someone's dead, they're dead. Which is why they went in the direction of time travel and stuff. Imagine Ed Boon as DLC. That would be weird. That would just be weird. And I just think that would just be a huge troll. It'll be a huge troll. I'm trying to think of other
Baraka.
intros. I thought this intro was quite interesting actually. This intro was quite interesting.
Hourglass.
Because the way Baraka speaks to Liu Kang about Reptile was a little bit in fear, a little bit. It was like concerning.
Say your prayers, monk.
This
I'm more
intro's
of a
funny.
fighting monk.
Then my prayers are answered.
Round
That intro's funny to me. Onaga. You know what, Phasing Spirit? I have a feeling they don't want to bring back those types of characters because
You respect Kitana, yes?
they don't want to bring back those type of real in-depth lore-based characters because they either won't appeal to the casuals or the casual won't know who they are. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I think they want to bring characters that lots of casuals will know. Hence the reason they're celebrating 8 million copies of the game sold, and hence the reason they brought in characters that no one has asked for, like RoboCop, Terminator. No one's asked for them, but a lot of casual people probably play them and probably bought them and stuff. So there's that. Joker, extremely casual character, casual friendly character. One question: do you think MK11 is good as MKX? Yeah, I think it's as good as MKX.
But not
Definitely, might even be better. Might even be better. It might even be better when you think about everything MK11 has compared to
You
MKX.
gave
I'm just trying to find that intro that they have.
Walk away or get burned, Baraka.
burn me, I'll stab you.
I'm just thinking, does anyone remember what happened to Reptile? I really can't remember what his ending was in MKS.
You
I cannot remember what his ending was. I think he goes back to his Saurian homeland, I think.
You move like a reptile.
My style is inspired by dragons.
Can you also spit fire?
Round one.
I thought that intro was real interesting. So he does go back to his homeland. You know what? I really feel like there's no other reason other than the fact that Shang Tsung has one of Reptile's moves that Reptile can't be in this game. Like, that would be dope. But let me say what my let me continue with my worst case scenario. My worst case scenario would be there's a character from MK Mortal Kombat 4. I forgot his name, but I'm gonna get his name right now. So let's just say it's gonna be Rambo. Rambo. And I'm trying to find this character, man. There's a character in MK4 that was just like, really? I think his name's Kai. I think the guy's name is Kai. I think. Let me just double check. Is this the guy? Wow, Edboon voiced him as well. I think it might be Kai. I think it's Kai. So if Kai gets yeah, or Meat, like someone that no one was even thinking of or cared about, if those type of characters get introduced along with Rambo and personally I would probably say even Sector. I would say Sector only because I don't see how much of a difference he would make in the game. Like his moves are similar to some of what RoboCop has, and I don't feel like he will add to the game. Like, so I think that would be my worst case scenario. If Kai, Sector, Rambo, they don't add a new stage or a next gen edition of this game, and no Mileena, no Edinian whatsoever in this DLC, and the DLC stretched until November of next year, along with like some of the best skins coming out, I don't know, in March or something. That would be for me the worst case scenario, because one, I wouldn't want to buy the pack, but I would be forced to buy the pack just for the skins kind of thing. That for me right there is the worst case scenario. If that Tarkatan is running, then they're afraid of this person, obviously. Afraid LOL. So only characters I could see that being is Astra, Natara, Mileena, or Rambo, or someone with a greater power. Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's Mileena though, because there's no reason for Tarkatan to be scared of another half Tarkatan. So I'll definitely not say it's Mileena. I don't think it's Rambo either, because Baraka and Tarkatans eat humans and Earthrealmers, so they have no fear from Earthrealmers. So it has to be Natara or Ashra or even Havoc. I could see it being Havoc. And I think Havoc would be in my worst case scenario as well, actually. If they had Havoc, Kai, Sector, Rambo, and some other guest character that no one cared about, that would be it tomorrow. No new stage. Things like, yeah, and no new stage, or they add a stage that no one really like. I don't know, man. A stage that no one cared about. Like, there's stages that we care about, like the street stage, the living forest, the pit. Like, those are stages we care about. And I hope that's not like Aftermath, why I'm paying for combat and don't can play Fujin. Well, yeah, because Fujin is Aftermath, isn't it? So it's separate from the combat pack. I remember Joker's ending. Yeah, I remember Joker's ending. We can actually check it out right now. Matter of fact, I'm gonna actually let's watch this ending to see how much level of detail they put into the characters. Design.
This was my dream vacation. I saw mayhem, mutilation. It was all a gas. For a while. But these nincompoops, they didn't really get me. Not even that pretty boy, Ninja Mime. Good night, sweet prince. I'd finished just about everyone worth finishing in Earthrealm and Outworld. Even lovable old Netherrealm. I was a lonely heart in search of new friends. But as luck would have it,
This skin would be fire.
Gizmo to find them. And oh, the hourglass spoiled me. Havoc and I are going to be bosom buddies. And what's that? My new pal knows an entire realm devoted to law and order,
This
and
is
he
so silly.
exists solely to disrupt it. Well, I say, he and I need to get
Did anyone else
busy.
notice that Joker's accent is British?
Meet the League of Misunderstood Maniacs. We're giving Order Realm an enema. And when we're done, who knows where we'll crash next? Maybe we'll come to your house and slip live grenades under your pillow. Maybe we'll gut your favorite
I don't know,
pets.
man.
Or maybe we'll just break your TV right now.
Joker's ending is sick, though. That ending is so fire. Common pack isn't alone so expensive in my country, bro, really, and don't pay so much money for trash that real quick. Exactly. Like I've said in my reviews that some of the things that I've bought and purchased was only to review it for you guys so that you can see what you're buying. Aftermath, I would not have bought Aftermath if it wasn't for the skins. If it wasn't for what did I get in Aftermath? It was Fujin, Shiva, and Robocop. I didn't care about all three of them. Fujin, yeah, I didn't really care about all three of them. What I cared about was this skin, so this skin, and this one. That's basically why I bought Aftermath. For those skins, like, personally. But I think that in this trailer we'll see Havoc and Mileena. I have a feeling that it could be Havoc and Mileena because I could potentially see a Tarkatan running from Havoc because Havoc is all about Havoc. I don't see it being Mileena though. Do you know what? Does Mileena and Havoc even know each other anyway? Now that I think about it. The skins are pretty nice, but the characters are really trash, bro, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree. Like, I think Fujin's cool, though. Fujin actually is quite cool. I don't really like his style of play. Like, just in terms of his conversions, I don't really like some of his moves. It doesn't look like you can convert from them, but you can, and it's just, I don't know. I just don't like the flow of how he plays. Out of all the guest characters, the one I like the most is Joker for obvious reasons. I just like the Joker. Joker's fire. I've got everything for the Joker except for one cane. And this cane, it says Cry Havoc. Right? Cry Havoc, and it's question marks. I've never been able to unlock it. And I'm pretty sure no one's unlocked it. I want to see if there's any. Yeah. Fujin is a passive character, and I don't like his damage output. Oh, you don't like his damage output? Oh, okay, that's interesting because people say he's got a good fair amount of damage, but again, you'd have to be able to convert. I think with some of his strings, in order to maximize and get the most amount of damage out of the combos that you could do with him. So yeah, I think we've came to a conclusion that the worst case scenario is like not a single, at least not one or two OG characters are introduced tomorrow. They don't include something new into the game. For example, a new stage, a new, I don't know, element to the crypt or the Towers of Time. My suggestion, a new expansion for like the new generation of consoles. Even though when you play this game on the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X, it will be enhanced. This version that you're seeing right now will be an enhanced version. I'm just thinking though, if they announce Reptile or Mileena tomorrow, we're not going to get them straight away. I guarantee you we'll get them next year. It won't be this year, it will be next year. Guarantee it. Because if they release them this year, in this year's last quarter, this window of 2020, like people like Yubei or even myself will get those characters and not care about the rest. So I can see that happening. Remember in the comments, Havoc was using Rico to turn him into a blood god. Oh yeah, I do remember actually. I didn't read the comments, but I read a bit about that scenario. And kill him, and Havoc had possessed characters to kill people with the dagger. What if he's doing that again, but with Mileena? That could be a scenario, but I don't know if enough casual players will be aware of it, which would make me think, would NRS do it? Because they are kind of trying to be casual friendly when it comes to the DLC inclusions into the game. And at this point, I'm freaked out when they give us Mileena and Reptile. Do you know what could actually happen? And I might add this as a part of my worst case scenario. They might just have like a quick 2-second scene of, I don't know, a Mileena side stabbing something. We don't get to see her. We just see the side, and then it's like, okay, she's in, but we didn't get to see her. Like, that would be a worst case scenario, because they like doing that. They like doing teases and stuff. So, yeah. Do you know what? That could happen. That could also happen. I don't think they're going to go... They might not just go all in. Like, let's just remember Combat Pack 1. Combat Pack 1 trailer. It was just the characters in a black, scene. And we just got to see each one of them. It might be something like that. Like, I don't know. I don't know, but I am excited. I am excited because if you guys are aware, I am getting a PlayStation 5, and I will be playing this on PlayStation 5, and I will do a comparison of PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5 MK11, and I'll be listen. If they announce Mileena tomorrow, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I would think it's too good to be true. I honestly think it would be too good to be true at this point. Yeah, Edwin is really good at troll. Exactly. Yeah, if they announce Mileena Reptile, like, it would be like a surreal. It'll be like a surreal feeling. It'll be like, oh my god, they actually did it. We had to wait this long for them to actually listen to us and do something we wanted. It'll be crazy. At the end of Combat League trailer, Chainsaw, and now no one is in the game. Yeah, Combat. That is true, and I'm gonna say this: if they add Rain and Mileena in particularly, right? I will drop Kitana and Jade for the time being, and I will be heavily labbing and playing with Mileena and Rain and discovering all the stuff that other people don't discover, like what I did with Kitana and Jade. Yeah, it'll be insane. It'll be insane. I'm just trying to think, where would Rain be in this story, because I don't think he will be on Kitana's side, although he will probably be forced to, maybe, or maybe it'll be allegiance with Shao Kahn. Or even yeah, he's alliances with Mileena though, man. I don't know. But do you know what else I would want to know is, regardless of whoever they announce tomorrow, it'll be interesting to know their reasoning behind giving us who they give us tomorrow, because they'll do a combat cast at some point and they'll say, yeah, we've had a lot of people, a lot of fans asking for, I don't know, Rico and stuff. And then I, along with a lot of other people on YouTube and Twitter, will be saying, no, there's no way people have been asking for Rico. There's just no way there's been more people asking for Rico than the likes of Reptile and Mileena. There's just no way. So they can't try and pull that kind of trick on us and try and justify bringing in characters that no one's asked for. They can't ignore the characters that we all have been asking for, right? Now, they can add any guest character they want. That's cool. But just add the characters we asked for. When they give us Smoke, Reptile, or Ermac, one of them, drop Liu Kang, Shao Kahn, and the Warriors Maids. But no Liu Kang, no. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I will temporarily drop Kitana and Jade to really go in with Rain and Mileena. If they are introduced, I'll go in. I'll do another 7-hour stream on Twitch. But if Mileena doesn't come and Astra or Natara comes, then in the storyline we could see Baraka die again, or we could see a battle between Natara and Scarlet. Yeah, Natara and Scarlet. You see, that would be interesting. Intro dialogue, Natara and Scarlet. And another interesting dialogue would be, who was it? Was it Mileena and someone? I think Mileena and Joker would have interesting dialogue. But someone else, was it Rain? Damn, I thought about it today. Someone I thought of in my head would have had a very interesting dialogue. I would love to hear what the dialogue would be between, I think it was Shang Tsung and someone. Shang Tsung. I can't remember who it was, but there's potentially some real interesting dialogues that can happen. I think Mileena and Setron will have an interesting dialogue. A very interesting dialogue. I can't imagine what would be said. So that'll be interesting. Now that I think about it, there's been no leaks of dialogues as well. So, you know, Mileena and Scarlet, she tried to take Scarlet's eggs. Yeah, there is that. But I think the ones that are more interesting to me are the ones where I can't imagine what would be said in the dialogue. I think Baraka and Mileena would have an interesting dialogue because Baraka's team is on Kitana's team now. So that'll be very interesting. Yeah, I don't know. But if Mileena doesn't come, you deinstall MK11 and download it again with Mileena comes like day one of MK11 with no got conversing online. Yeah, that is going. That is going. You deinstall MK11 and download it again with Mileena. Comes like day one of MK11 when no one got commas. Yeah, that would be mad. Natara and Aaron Black had some history together. Oh yeah, okay, that could be something then. I didn't even know they had history. Mileena and Geras would have interesting dialogues. I think Geras would have interesting dialogues with all of them, actually. Yeah, I think he would have interesting dialogues with if it's Reptar, Rain, Mileena, Smoke. I wonder how Smoke would talk. Would he sound like Fujin? Or would he just speak normally? Another thing is, I would want human Reptar if they did add him. I wouldn't want the reptilian type Reptar. But then again, Shang Tsung has the human Reptar move, so there's hope there. And Scorpion 2 has good intros. Does he? I don't really like Scorpion's intros. They're a bit bland for me, I think. They're just not that fascinating. But yeah, I will go in on Mileena and Rain if they are announced. I'm trying to think of something big that I'll do, because I'll be so shocked. It would be like mind blowing if they brought them both in. Like, I'm an Edenian main. I main Kitana, Jade, and Sindel. So if they added 2 Edenians, I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do. I'd be so shocked. Like, I'd just be blown away. I'll be blown away. Yeah, yeah, he probably will talk like MK9. But you see how like Fujin talks kind of airy, and I think it's because he's you know, god of wind and stuff. I think Reptar and... Do you know what? Reptar and Jade would have a very interesting intro dialogue. Reptar and Jade would have a very interesting dialogue. Because Jade was the keeper of Goro's lair, and Reptar would go to Goro's lair and the pit, the bottom of the pit. Sometimes they were like secret characters type thing. And delete your YouTube channel. I'll delete your YouTube channel if they edit. Nah, I do feel to do something though. Like, I don't know what I will do. I'll just be so shocked. Like, and it's a day away. So 3 p.m. British time is when I'll be live again on Twitch. I don't know what I would do. I was thinking about a giveaway at 2,000 followers. At 2,000 followers, I was thinking about a giveaway. If they add Mileena and Rain, or if they just add Mileena, I was thinking about doing that. But I don't know. It'll just be insane. It'll be so insane. It'll just be like, I'll be watching the trailer over and over again just to make sure that it's real, kind of thing. So, you know, I think we've pretty much covered all of our hopes, our aspirations, and our expectations for tomorrow. Now all we gotta do is wait until tomorrow and just see exactly what all this anticipation was all about. So my if some of the intro dialogues for Revenants were actually coming from the Revenants, then Reptile and Revenant Jade and Sindel would be interesting. Yeah, exactly. I feel like Sindel's intros tend to be like undermining people and stuff. Like, she has a couple good ones though. Like with Johnny Cage, she has some good ones, and with Sub-Zero, a used pencil. Or what I would do is I'll give away one of my controllers or something, like the ones that I used to do with the combo videos. I don't know. It'll be something. It'll be something. It'll be something because I'll be so shocked. Like it would be so shocking that they did it, and to see the design approach they're taking with it as well will be very interesting. So yeah, like I said, my Twitch is in the chat and it's in the description. I will be live the very second that trailer comes out, and we will judge it for ourselves. We'll judge it. We'll judge it for ourselves. So I'm gonna end the stream, and I will be back tomorrow. Imagine if they remove Sindel's Retcon as a DLC. Yeah, that'll be nuts. That'll be nuts. They need to just give her some more skins anyway. But there's gonna be another Sindel skin, probably in the season after the next one. But yeah, like I said, I'll be live the very second that trailer drops. The very second. And we will see what they have to offer. So I appreciate everyone that joined. I appreciate all the likes on the video. I'll catch you all tomorrow. Peace.